Right, what's good, guys? It's your boy Brad. Fortunately, I don't have any mics tonight, so you may hear some background noise from some adults, unfortunately. But we're gonna push forward and try to get this done anyway. So, what I have, again, as you know, we're not in the lab today, we're on a field trip here. And come across a bike I couldn't pass up. This is a Diamondback Assault Team Issue, custom build, pretty much set to the same era that like all the parts are, minus like the tires, and the bars are a bit of an update, and probably the tubes. But I'm gonna just get into this one because this is pretty sick, some pretty rare parts. I have some notes, but let's start. We just got some cult bar ends. That's one of the newer updates, but these are some of the OG Haro grips, thin grips, pretty much like most grips were back then. They were just made to be ridden with gloves. Everyone wore gloves. There were all kind of sweet gloves, to be honest. We used to have some nice AXO ones and some Fox ones, but yeah, so like, really, if you weren't riding with gloves and you weren't cool, like, you just kind of dealt with shitty grips. And then I remember DK came out with some really soft grips. They were like the first company. Some of you people remember those DK grips. They were nice. Anyways, moving forward, these are some Haro grips, probably exactly from that era, right around 2000. Then these bars, I think, to make life a little easier, threw on some of the Odyssey Aaron Ross Boss V2 bars. 9.25 rise, pretty comfortable bar, looks pretty good with the build also. Tall guy. Then, this is an interesting part. I was able to discover most parts on this bike. I could not figure out the name of this, so I will send someone some grips. You figure out the exact name of what this Diamondback stem is. Some sort of a front load, it's pretty sweet. It has this extra, it's like a 3-piece stem. A lot of their stems have 3 bolts from this era, right around 2000, but this one only has 2, and then it has this like square cap here, and then the thread bolt that goes through, probably to a star nut, where the A headset connects to. It's just probably hollow, because whoever built this grabbed some sweet forks. These are the GT Muscle Speed Series forks, something like that. Speed Series, the GT Speed Series forks. I'm not gonna forget that, but these are some sweet forks. One tiny little nick on them. Other than that, they're in perfect condition. Haven't gotten into the frame too much yet, but we'll get there. So back then, when you upgraded forks, like I remember when the Fox forks came out, and that's what these kind of remind me of. I wasn't really riding right around 2000, so I didn't know about this era, so this is very new to me. It seems like there was a lot of creative department action going on, but yeah, pretty sweet set of forks. I remember when I was younger, we had all different brands on our bike. Whatever company sold the best cranks, sold the best forks, that's what you get. And at this point, these were the best forks. And right now, pretty nice. So yeah, these are the GT muscle forks. Let's see, I'm gonna give you guys some close-ups then, but yeah, pretty good condition. I don't know anything about this headset stuff, but I know it's pretty tricky when it comes to it. I'll get to the brakes in a minute because I'm gonna spin this guy. We have the authentic Diamondback seat. These are just basic chromo rails. Kind of has like that Primo Hemorrhoid style to split seat with the leather on top, and then the plastic around the bottom and the sides. And then the ultimate, when they started doing these laid back posts, they stopped bending the posts. Posts used to go like this, and they kind of looked a little goofy. But when they set them up like this, which now we kind of look at it as the Odyssey Corvette style post, pretty sweet layback. And people rode shorter frames back then, I'm not exactly sure what this is. It looks, I think it might be a 20.5. I'm gonna have to get back with you on that. But yeah, while we're here, mountain bike style tube, Diamondback. You can see just the cutouts in the C-post clamp that they actually took like a lot of time to do that. This frame is completely aluminum. And the team issue is a little more rare, as it's called the Franco frame, and it has this picture here of the wrestler. And most people, and I took some time to look this up, but he was a wrestler. And when he found out that they were using his name, and there's a picture of him here that I will show you guys. I'm not going to show you from this angle, but pretty sweet. It refers to the strength of the welds and the joints back here. Very long chain stay. As you can see, it's got these like, what looks like 2 different yokes, and then extra welds. The welds on the aluminum is a lot more visible than the welding on the chromoly. So I learned a lot of that stuff today. And this cutout is pretty big. It doesn't have the exact stickers, but it's pretty close. And even like the head tube has a badge. Like the badge is pretty cool. It's like kind of like this bubble lettering. And let's see, whoever put it was sourced in PA, and has a cool little devil sticker right here, and another little devil sticker here, and the Franco sticker here, which I will show you guys. Let me discuss the drivetrain, which is, yeah, that sounds nice, right? So these are Diamondback hubs. This is a Freewheel hub, 46 tooth to 18 tooth. The Freewheel's an 18 tooth, and it's an Origin 8, I believe, but it's CNC'd. I don't have any bikes with Freewheels like this, but the tension, it comes out to pretty much like a 23-9 gear ratio, which is a pretty easy gear ratio, but with this size sprocket, the power you're able to generate with especially the cranks, which are 180 millimeters. Like I did like 3 or 4 pedals and I was flying. So yeah, really, really fun to ride, really fast, accelerates extremely fast, and you can stay at a high speed with like that easy gait or cadence from the length of the cranks and the power you're getting from them. So another super dope part on these are the Magnesium Diamondback Bigfoot pedals, and a couple companies, I think Odyssey was one of them, did like the Magnesium JCMG pedals, which were very rare. And I remember DK did some of the Magnesium, and these were sometime in the middle of that. And these are the Bigfoot, and they're actually probably smaller than a pair of like the Odyssey basic plastic pedals, and they were called the Bigfoots, and they have pins in them apparently, but I know that Magnesium is a pretty soft metal, so that's why. Cranks are the Odyssey Black Widows, 180 millimeter in the blue anodized. These cranks are ridiculous. They are 6 spline, so, and they have a cinch bolt made from billet aluminum. These are officially USA made cranks. They came out in 1995 and are just in fantastic shape. All a little bit upgraded bolt action right here, and yeah, aircraft quality aluminum. I was just like looking up some info on the cranks, and they're just, I think Odyssey should do them now. Like I would rock a set of these, like make them a little shorter, a little thicker. Pretty sweet crank. How much is a crank mold? 50,000. It's not that bad. Just do it. Then we got the GT. Oh, I know I'm gonna remember this one. This is not the Speeds Furies. This is the GT. That Overdrive Sprocket with 46 teeth. So that's pretty crazy. Really cool sprocket. When they did this sprocket on the completes, I believe they started throwing the Robinson sprocket on. For those of you that don't know, GT and Robinson were kind of like working hand in hand at that time, kind of like under the same umbrella of some companies and distributors. Moving on, let's get these brakes taken care of. Tekro. This is the Tekro Talon lever. Has the 1-finger grip, the 2-finger grip. It's got crazy just design, and then the way the brakes are just set up is ridiculous. So, linear cable through here, comes to here, and this is the first time they did this. These are the BX20s, and it has, I have some info on these things. So basically what this roller cable here does, there used to be an L cable with V brakes. V brakes are the brakes that are on top here. There would be an L-shaped guide right here. They took the L-shaped guide out, put a little roller in, kind of like on a mountain bike chain, to make the brakes roll smoother and faster and just eliminate the drag, which is so cool. I am not sure if there's sealed bearings in there. I probably don't think there are, but I will check on that. But those things are cool. And yeah, linear cable, just kind of fancy. And then we have chain tensioners right here with lock nut on them, which is awesome. And Euro bottom bracket. It does come with these cranks, wheels. Told you guys, Diamondback hubs on the front and back, polished. This is a straight lace static design, or lace on the front wheel. And on the, as you can see, just none of the spokes cross each other. And the back, regular 3-cross. They definitely relaced these wheels because they're on Mavic rims. These are Mavic XY rims. And as you can see, the tires are a little bit fatter than normal, but they do fit the frame. And they're just like the blank generation tires, but color matches. So yeah, man, sweet ride. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I'm gonna like cut this short because I did a lot of talking, but trying to figure out what stem this is. And let me know if you want to see more mid-school builds like this on the channel, and if you guys like this one, because I got some more I can show you.